What is going on, guys? Once again, there will be no intro on this video. I'm sorry about that because I want to spend the intro of this video bringing your attention to my YouTube post. I did post recently letting you guys know that I will be doing a video where I'm looking at your end game teams, reacting to them, giving it critiques, giving you guys recommendations as to what you can really add to that team. So I really want you guys to participate. If you want to participate in that, if you want me to look at your team on video and give a live reaction to it, send me a footbin link on that post that I made on YouTube. If you can't find the post, you can send me a link to your team on Twitter. I'll be happy to look at it. I can't wait to hear from you guys. Let's get it. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Week Foot, and we're back for another Team of the Season player review. And today, we're going to review this 94 rated Team of the Season, Lacazette. And this is another review that's kind of late. I mean, he was one of the first Team of the Seasons that came out this year. He was part of that Premier League Team of the Season team, but this was a card I couldn't afford at the time. Now I can afford them. Now I'm trying to review him because it looks like a really nice card. If you ever played FIFA 16, 17, 18, Lacazette has always been a beast. This year, he hasn't been so good, but now, with this Team of the Season card, he looks like he's going to be an absolute monster. He's 5'9". He has the high medium work rates. He's right-footed. He got the 4-star combination. I played 10 games in Division 1 with him. I got 6 goals and 0 assists. And don't let that ratio fool you. I don't know what's going on with the gameplay, all right? I've been complaining about gameplay for like the last week. And today, the gameplay, once again, as usual, was really bad. Like, it was actually like unplayable in certain games. So I rage quit out of like 3 or 4 games. That's how bad it was, where you would pass the ball to your player and he would just freeze for like 1 or 2 seconds. And then he would pass the ball to the next player. He would stop for like 1 or 2 seconds. And it's impossible to play in those conditions. I didn't want to put myself through it because it was not really good for my mental health. So I quit after about 3 or 4 games. So for him to get 6 goals in 10 games under those circumstances, it's really good actually. Before we go any further though, if you're enjoying the content, if you're liking what you're seeing so far and you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're enjoying the content and you're already subscribed, don't forget to hit the like button down below. I appreciate all you guys watching right now, man. Now let's look at this card a little bit closer. So, he has 93 pace. And his other cards, especially his not informed base card, they're not that quick, all right? I don't know why they've nerfed his pace that much, because on past FIFAs, this guy was pretty quick. In this game, he finally got enough pace on this Team of the Season card to really get in behind the defense. His sprint speed's really high. His acceleration's just enough. 93 pace looks really good. His shooting stats look insane. I mean, 99's in attack positioning and shooting. Really good shot power. What more can you really want? His passing stats are really nice as well. So if you like to link up play with your striker, this guy should be able to do it. His dribbling stats are really, really nice. I didn't really expect it to be this good, but yo, all of his dribbling stats are in the mid-90s. They're all dark green. That's what I'm trying to see, man. His defending, we're not really going to talk about, but his heading accuracy at 99, along with his 99 jumping, look to be a big, big asset. Even though he's only 5'9", the fact that he has 93 jumping should mean that he should be an aerial threat still. He has the stamina at 93 to last all game. He has the strength, the aggression. This guy looks like he's going to be an absolute beast. I can't wait to try him. We're going to jump into the gameplay right now. Let's get it. All right, so according to Footbin, this card's going to cost you 1.1 million coins to purchase off of the PS4 market, and that's a price that is actually a really good price. He's dropped a lot from what he was. I believe he was like 1.4, 1.5, even 1.6 for a longest time, and 1.1 million is an amazing price for this card. Let me break down the stats so you know exactly what to expect. So, 93 pace is definitely very good. He does have enough acceleration to really exit off skill moves with a nice burst of pace. He does have enough acceleration to beat most defenders. He has enough acceleration to beat most defensive lines. His pace is really, really nice. It's not quite elite. He's not going to quite feel as fast as an Mbappe, a Sterling, anything like that. He's just a level below, and therefore I got to give his pace a 9 out of 10. Now we're going to talk about shooting, and Jesus Christ, this guy's shot is off the chain, man. This guy's shot is crazy. First, we're going to talk about his actual finishing stat, because that's what stands out to me the most about this card. You don't really even have to be taking good shots with this card. He scores half chances, quarter chances. All you got to do is turn on the swivel, shoot. It doesn't matter where you're shooting, it's going to hit the target. I really rate this guy's finishing. And it's not only because he has 99 finishing, it's also because he has 94 shot power. So not only are his shots accurate, they're powerful, they're testing the keeper no matter what angle you're shooting from. Next, let's talk about his attack positioning. And despite the fact that he has high work rates, I still do like his attack positioning, all right? He does drop deep. He kind of feels like a false nine at times, which was fine because I played him in a two-striker formation. So it worked out pretty well, actually, because he was able to put in Sterling, who was my other striker, in behind. And his positioning really complemented Sterling's high-low very well. Well, actually, is Sterling high-low or high-medium? He's one or the other, but he complemented Sterling very well. And his attack positioning is very intelligent. Like, he makes a lot of intelligent runs. He knows exactly when to beat the defensive line. He knows when to stay back. And he's always constantly just testing the defense of the opponent, just making very intelligent darting runs. I really rate his attack positioning, and it makes sense because he has maxed out attack positioning. Overall, I got to give his shooting a 9.5 out of 10. It's near perfect, and he has one of the best pure shots I felt on this game. Now we're going to talk about his passing. And his overall passing stat is 87. All right. And he has really good stats in terms of his 89 vision. He has 96 short passing. His long passing leaves a little bit to be desired. And I did feel it at times, but I didn't really think it was a big deal because he's a striker, right? Even if he plays guys a cams don't really long pass very often, so I'm not really too mad at his long passing stat. As far as his short passing is very accurate, has a nice weight to it, and in and around the box, which is where you want to operate with his Lacazette card, his passing becomes an asset because, you know, he gets himself into dangerous positions, so he kind of keeps the defensive line or the defensive players of your opposition off balance, and he can really punish them if they're off balance with a nice pass, a killer through ball. He's really nice with the short passing. I really enjoy this aspect of the card. It adds an extra asset to this card, and it makes him really worth, bringing into your team, especially if you're playing a two-striker formation. I do got to give his passing an 8.5 out of 10. He's very good at link-up play, and he's no slacker at all in this regard. Now we're going to talk about his dribbling. And I did try the non-informed Lacazette. I was very unimpressed with the way he dribbled. I felt like he felt a little clunky on the ball, especially for somebody who's not that tall. This card is a very different animal on the ball. This card's very smooth on the ball. He turns very quickly. And like I said earlier in the review, all you gotta do is pass it to him. He could turn on the swivel, shoot right away, and it's gonna hit the back of the net. That was my favorite go-to move with him. And it was just very overpowered to abuse because of how quick he turns on a dime. As far as his actual dribbling, his ball control, his execution of skill moves, all that stuff is top tier, exactly what you'd expect out of a team of the season card. He's extremely hard to dispossess. I would say his dribbling is a 9 to 9.5 out of 10. It's very good. It adds an extra element to this card that didn't really exist on his non-informed. Lastly, we're going to talk about this card's physical. And you might not expect it because he is shorter. But this guy's a little tank, man. First, I'm going to talk about his strength because his strength really stood out to me. Not only could this guy dribble, not only could this guy turn, he could shield when needed be. And he was shielding from bigger players like Varane, like Van Dijk with ease. It was very hard to dispossess him because of this, because not only can he dribble around you, he can shield when he needs to, and his lower center of gravity, his really high balance stats really come together and form a nice combination when it comes to his shielding. His jumping stat at 93 is no joke. This card is an aerial threat. Make no mistake about it. I would say he's very similar in the air if you've ever used the special Griezmann card and just know how dangerous that card is in the air despite his 5'9" height. This card is very similar to that card, and I wouldn't count him out. I wouldn't be scared to cross to him. He scored 2-headed goals for me, even though he's only 5'9", against tall defenders, and I really enjoy the jumping aspect of this card. His stamina means that he's going to last all game long, no matter what position you play him in, and overall, I got to give his physical a 9 out of 10. It's really nice, exactly what you would expect out of a team in the season card. So overall, what would I rate this card? I would have to rate this card a 9.25 out of 10. He's one of the best strikers that you can get in the Premier League at this moment. He's probably the best, or one of the best cards you can get at the 1 million coin price range as far as a striker that can really win games for you, because that's what he can do. I can see this card as being a card that can really win you games with his really elite finishing, his dribbling, his passing. He really is the total package, and now he does have the aerial threat to add to that. overall, I would say this guy's definitely a value for money. He has the French links. He has the Arsenal links. I don't know what really would be the weakness of this card. I can't really name many. So yeah, I really enjoyed this card. I think you guys should give it a shot. So yeah, that's going to be my team of the season Lacazette review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be back later or tomorrow with another video. But until then, later.